Hey everybody, what's going on? TK here, tkanddrinks. Got another honest mead review coming at you today. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for following, subscribing, clicking all those bells, doing all those things you're supposed to be doing, getting in your laps, doing your push-ups, doing them chin-ups, all that stuff, staying healthy, staying regulated. That always cracks me up on like those Peloton commercials. Looking good out there, Peloton. Looking good out there, mead drinkers. So today I'm going to be reviewing a mead that was kind of discovered in a unique way. One of my live videos I was doing, I had a few people in the chat that was going on and had just said, hey man, if there's anybody out there that has an idea of a meadery that they want me to do a review on or to try, let me know in the comments. And the guy says, well, hey, how about Atheling Meadworks? And I said, I've never heard of them, but you're bold enough to reach out in the comment section. So I said, sure, let's give them a shot. So I looked them up, and well, it turns out that that person was the owner of Atheling Meadworks, Mr. Stephen Osmond. And so today we'll be trying out one of those meads that we did purchase from them. We picked up 4 different flavors and actually did an interview with him as well. So if you haven't seen that, be on the lookout for that as well here on tkanddrinks. So we got the Lyre song is one of the ones that we picked up from him. This is a raspberry blossom traditional. We got the story on the back per usual here. Crafted with the finest raspberry blossom honey, Lyre song delivers a complex floral flavor with citrus and basilic undertones. This traditional mead was crafted with the utmost care, making it truly worthy of its weight in gold. So I can be on board with that. Now I did try this bottle already a little bit here, but we're still definitely gonna get that slow pour going like we normally do. So that looked like it went pretty well. Had some unique characteristics to that pour, which I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. But one of the things that definitely happens is very floral right off the nose. As soon as that hits there, you see this burst of flowery, florally, raspberry-y goodness coming up at you. It's very engulfing. You just get taken away and swept up in it. I get in there. Now this one is slightly chilled, just right below room temperature. And I'm definitely picking up a tiny bit of the vinous aroma in there. Now this one has been breathing a little bit, so probably account that to the oxidization in it, but definitely still getting them beautiful floral notes and a tiny bit of like that red berry, that dark berry kind of notes on the finish. Definitely picking up some wonderful characteristics there. Onto the appearance there, as you can see, is damn near brilliantly clear. Now I believe the might be a little particulate, but I think that's something that fell in from my house, not in from their bottle there. But you can also see got some nice legs going on there too. This is a 13%er, and he said it's an off-sweet, kind of semi-sweet, off-sweet, and I'm looking like there's plenty of sugar left over in there to symbolize something like that going on. Again, no bubbles beyond like the pour or anything like that. Carbonation is probably on the minimal there. And nice clear meniscus, not barrel aged or anything like that. Looking nice and clear and clean. Again, floral, raspberry-ish notes definitely present on there. I say red berry notes. I can't necessarily classify them as red berry or as a raspberry, but that is much more pungent and much more. It's got a much darker, earthier kind of finish to it. Bright floral on the front, kind of dark and earthy on the back. Let's get that flavor. Ooh, so what I meant to say on that was that's on the off dry side. I said off sweet before. No, that's just on the off dry side, because yeah, that is most definitely got some tannin presence in there. Pretty good balance between sweet and acidity. Not flabby, not burning me up or anything like that, but yeah, it's got a good balance in there. Floral notes, light floral notes on the back end. Again, that kind of that dark berry and the long finish kind of comes in there, and after you get some breath going in. I like it. It's very tasty. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that scorecard. All right, we're back with that scorecard. Hitting it off with 37. probably would have given it a higher rating if I had done the review at the time when I did my interview with Mr. Osmond, but I didn't, so I'm doing it now. This did not oxidize in the fridge very well. Now, it's been in there for about 4 days, and it has picked up some negative characteristics that most definitely were not there, I would say, when I did the interview. So definitely tagged it down for that, unfortunately, based off what I'm tasting now. But like I said, if I'd done this when I had first done the interview and tasted it then, would have definitely bumped this up a couple points. So that being said, like I said, on the floral notes, give that a 7 out of 10. Strong floral notes up front with a hint of the kind of berry, earthy notes. Now that kind of does get lost now that it's been breathing for a little bit, and it gets kind of lost in that oxidization smell, which was not there initially. You know, it definitely bursts with that floral note still. But man, when I did that interview, man, it was fresh right off the bat. It was fresh and fragrant and everything you wanted it to be. Now, it's if the oxidization is your thing, then this is definitely the route to go, because it picked it up very well. Well balanced in the aromas as far as everything else that's there goes, but definitely, you know, strong there. The appearance, giving that a 6 out of 10. A nice brilliant clarity, kind of like a white honey hue, definitely very light straw golden color in there, whatever your flavor preference for that name of that color is. But it's very strong on the legs, but there's no carbonation in there, no bubbles beyond the pour, anything like that. But so it's looking good all around visually. 17 out of 24 for the flavor. Again, I definitely bumped it down a point or two because of the oxidization that I'm tasting in there. It's got a nice warming alcohol finish that it didn't have prior to this, but it's well balanced on the acidity to sweetness scale, which is nice because it's not flabby. It doesn't, like I said earlier, doesn't burn your mouth up or anything like that. Has a nice has a nice dry tannic finish to it, mild tannic finish to it, so it doesn't, you know, swell your tongue all down. It's not super astringent or anything like that. So it's all balanced very well as far as that goes. But that alcohol warming sensation and was not there prior to that, and it's not my own personal favorite as far as that goes, and I'm not sure it's supposed to be there again because trying it fresh, it wasn't there. So mark that down there, unfortunately. But this is, again, just me being technical based on what I'm getting. Like, if this is one that had been presented to me, again, had I been presented the one drink prior, a lot of these notes wouldn't necessarily be here. So one thing that I think either way though would be maybe add if there was like a carbonated version of this, maybe just add like a hint of carbonation to it or something, just like brighten it up and sparkle it up a little bit. Probably add a unique character that would complement what's already there very well. And overall, give it a 7 out of 10. Again, I might even give it an 8 out of 10 prior to being open and oxidized and whatnot. Again, I think the carbonation might add a new, unique little flavor profile twist-ness to it. So watch this review, watch the interview with Steven, and definitely scope out a bottle of this. Now don't let this, again, negative parts of this review steer you away from trying this, because it's definitely something we're trying. You don't see a lot of raspberry blossom traditionals out there commercially. Not that I've seen. I've looked a lot of different places, maybe on some smaller places that don't ship on Vino Shipper and whatnot, but a raspberry blossom traditional off dry, definitely something worth trying. A raspberry blossom traditional off dry is definitely something that you want to pick up and at least try once or twice in your life, just to, you know, say you've done it and experience that awesome experience. So thank you to Steven and the cats over there at Atheling Meadworks for this bottle of Lyre Song, the raspberry blossom off dry traditional 13%er. Thank you all for being here today on tkanddrinks. Smash, punch, kick, throttle, kill, destroy, all those buttons and all that shit. So y'all have a good day, good night, good evening. Peace.